All right, welcome to Justice Fire 85. This is a place where I like to showcase my knowledge and wisdom from my time this far, combined with my passion to lift my fellow men up as I further extend. And the purpose of this episode is I really want to take some time to kind of rebrand Justice Fire 85. I want to talk about things that's really why I'm here. All right, and the purpose is I really want to talk to my younger brothers. Like I want to reach back 20 years. I want to talk to you for real. You know, I believe like that's the best way that I can make use of the things that I've done thus far. All right, is give this knowledge back to you for free. All right, I think all the time about what if I knew what I knew now back then, how much further I could be. So this is my way to help you, right? Because you can do it now. All right, and that's what the show is really about. And to be a little bit more particular with that, the things that I want to talk about throughout this season and the seasons that we'll have, because I'm going to speak that into existence. This show is going to go for some time. I want to talk about things like self-regulation of your ego. All right? Self-regulation is the fact of something such as an organization regulating itself without intervention from external bodies. I know as a black man, a lot of times I have a hard time regulating myself when I was younger. Things would really get on my nerves. Somebody's making fun of me. Maybe I feel the need to have to address that. But I realize now as I got older, a lot of that is just my ego. And if I learn to regulate myself, I can really avoid a lot of problems, a lot of pain that I don't have to have. And if you don't know what ego is, the ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. All right. Another topic that's important to me that I want to talk about. I want to talk about self-esteem and pride. All right. Self-esteem and pride. Self-esteem is how we feel about ourselves, how we see ourselves in this world. And pride is how we carry ourselves. And sometimes I worry that we don't have enough. All right. So I definitely want to talk about that with you all. I also want to talk about self-duty, purpose, the purpose of this episode, the purpose of the show. Self-duty is a state of being responsible, answerable, or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management. That's why self-duty, I think, goes with your purpose, right? Because when you got your purpose, that's what's going to propel you to be your best and keep going, not quitting. All right. I want to talk about conflict resolution. I think conflict resolution is a way of two or more parties to find a peaceful solution to a disagreement among them. This disagreement can be personal, financial, political, or emotional. But I think conflict resolution is something that young men and men in general really need to talk about more. All right. Conflict resolution is how we deal with our families, how we deal with our significant others, how we deal with each other, and sometimes even how we deal with ourselves. You know, emotional intelligence. I think that's something I'm gifted with. All right, and I connect emotional intelligence with knowledge of self. Emotional intelligence is going to be the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions and handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. What does judicious mean? Judicious is with good judgment or sense. All right? And what does it mean to be empathetically? That's in a way that shows you understand how somebody else feels because you can imagine what it would be to be like that person. All right? And lastly, and most importantly, responsible decision making, black men. We really have to talk about this because we don't make a lot of responsible decisions, especially when we're young. Responsible decision making is the ability to make constructive choices about personal behavior and social interactions based on ethical standards, safety concerns, and social norms. So we need to raise our ethical standards because I think they're pretty low right now. That's concerning me. And I want to also talk about your interpersonal skills, all right? Interpersonal is going to be relating to relationships or communicating between different people. That can be race, religion, creed, sexuality. There's a whole lot of stuff that they got mixed up for you guys right now. They didn't have that when I was growing up. So that's more things that we can also talk about. I want to take a quick commercial break, all right? Because I'm trying to get this money, man. So let's take this quick break. If you like what I'm doing and you want to keep the lights on, you want to keep my brain spinning, you want to help me stay motivated, send a donation to my Cash App. That's $hip hop professor. All right. Thank you so much for your contributions. We commercial, but that's the commercial we got right now. Let's get back to the show, y'all. What are more things we want to talk about at Just Inspired 85? I know that was kind of heavy, but that's just the outline. I want you to understand whenever you come to the show, we are going to touch on one of those things. We could be talking about Ja Morant's gun violence. Somehow, we're going to talk about conflict resolution, responsible decision making, emotional intelligence. Somehow that's going to come up. You know what I mean? What are other things that are important to me that I also want to talk about? Because it's not going to be all just SEL, but it is. I want to talk about rap music. With a name like the Hip Hop Professor, you don't think I care about rap music? Come on.
Talk about that
I want to talk about rap music, man. We want to talk about rap, man, the real rap. All right, we want to talk about sports. That's why I had to plug Ja Morant. That'll probably be an upcoming episode. Really disappointed in just how that whole thing came to be, man. It's just sad. And then black culture and popular culture, because I think black culture is popular culture. Because without black culture, what's popular here? History. It's important to talk about history, because if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. Business. It's all about bigger business. That's right, because cash rules everything around me. So let's talk about how we can get the money, the dollar bills, y'all. All right? And then just life experiences, man. I mean, do you know I've been around the world almost? Literally. That's right. From starting in Jamaica, Queens, I've been all across the United States. I've been to Spain. I've been 60 miles off the coast of Africa. I have not been there yet, but I can see it. Can you? I have. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Bangkok. I've been many places, man. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the experience of life. You can learn a lot when you talk about what other people have been through. And I got to learn how to get them effects a little better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna. That's really it. I wanted to make sure that you guys understood while you're listening, and I'm hoping that you're looking forward to some of the content we got coming. I want to close it out now. I want to thank you all for listening. It's my hope that my words will always impact you in some way. If not today, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna close out now with with a great song I want you to listen to by Currency and Young Dolph. It's called All Word. All right. I'm going straight to heaven. Put it big just like the church. Peace.